you hear 051 Melly, they're like, I want no Drake and Kendrick. They're rapping in subliminals. This chat, remember when y'all introduced me to Trap Geek? I thought this was the video y'all was talking about. 051 Melly. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm glad I stopped doing the war in Chiraq. And I'm glad the voice don't sound nothing like mine. This, yo, it either works for the police or, God damn it, good luck getting a lawyer after he just, listen. First of all, I love the music. By the way, homie, whoever you are, no beef on it. Love the music. The music is absolutely great. The music is great. It's always like, it's like watching like it's like watching one of these like documentary about like a serial. It's just perfect picking instrumental. Listen to the voice he uses. I think he uses a voice changer, which is also great because you know why? The thing is with me, everybody was like, yo, who is this guy with a high-pitched voice? We fucking hate him. Then they see my face, oh, I hate Ak. This guy doesn't show his face, uses a voice changer. All he does is collect cash. You know what I mean? But listen.
Don't pick your mans up.
Just because people used to come through shooting us every day. And this block, words can't even explain. Can't even explain.
Hey, man. Let's go Melly 051 Money. Young Money, man. They in the building.
600 boy LA, man. LA Capone, man. Get it to him, man. OC2 boys, man. Team
number 9, man. Number 9 shooter, you hear me?
Hey, bitch, you little bitch. Yeah. Fuck is wrong with you? Hey, I am Brick Squad. Yeah, Brick Squad, boy. Fuck is you talking about, boy?
You have to be willing to die or go to jail for 100 years if that's the lane that you're stepping in. You have to understand that whether you're 15, 16, you got to think like a man. You know what I'm saying?
So don't be in it. Oh, you're not? Why does everybody say you're only 16 years old?
They say what they want to say.
How old are you?
300.
The story of 051 Melly, a.k.a.
What voice is this? This shit just seems, this thing seems like he might be a killer too. The voice, like, I don't think this is a real person. I think it's a computer shit. Listen to this. Listen to this. By the way, hey, you know I haven't done the war in Chiraq and I stopped doing it. And I remember, people keep saying, like, I'm the one who gave Reese the name, the Grim Reaper. Okay, granted, cool. But I'm going to be very honest. After watching this, and if half the shit this nigga is saying is true about this 051 Melly character, this nigga was the Grim Reaper. Literally. This nigga was the Grim Reaper of Grim Reapers.
Grave digger.
I might skip through some of it because this nigga made an hour-long documentary. This shit look like it's a fucking... This is all the evidence police would ever have on this nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Here we go.
051 Melly, or the Grave Digger as he later became known as, was born on November 19, 1991, on the south side of Chicago. Melly, whose real name was Yarmal Williams, grew up with his brother Wu and his sister.
All right, I'm gonna just get straight to the killings. I know that sound bad, but let me just get straight to the killings, bro. Like, my bad. Listen, it connected a lot of dots that I didn't know. Like, them niggas really thought I was like an expert in Chicago. Nigga, I was reading Twitter. The fuck? Yo, Lenny Trees, thank you for the sub, bro.
Canadian small businesses are the foundation of our...
Yo, Lenny Trees, I'm working with this, I'm working with this cannabis company. I'm trying to release the Ruri pack, you know what I mean? The Ruri runs, like, y'all gotta let me know if it's gas or what. But, like, listen, we working on something. I'm not a smoker myself, but I understand some of y'all like to indulge in, some cannabis from time to time. And, we decided to come up with a nice strain of, an individual named Ruri, It's coming.
His family is full of heavy gang members. For gambling. He was also cool with some No Limit members, because of Wu's uncle, G Slim, who was one of the founders of NLMB. He also had
Chat, this is where I remember watching this and I looked around and I was like, is there a wire in the room? Listen to this. Listen.
connections to 4CH. You can see pictures of him with, among others, Bump J and other famous 4CH members. He also had many cousins on the side of the enemy. Among others, he was a cousin of Lil Rob from Lamron, who he was later mocking, after he was shot to death by arrow from 051 Young Money.
What?
He was also a cousin of DYMB Courtney and TYMB Cortez, who killed Tuka from STL.
Did this thing just name the murderers? Nah. This thing is just named the murderers. Say this nigga was shot by arrow from over there, and this nigga was shot by, it said Tuka was killed by, he named the niggas. No way. No way. Yo, chat, I watched about 5 hours of this, and I almost deleted War in Chiraq. I'm like, I hope people only watch me for jokes. And it wasn't jokes about people that died. It was jokes about the coonery and just the fuck shit going on. Because this nigga had all the info. This nigga knew everything. Look, watch this.
The fifth way is that someone gets killed through the back doorway due to personal reasons. THF is very well or
Yo, he breaking down all type of sets. Let me just get to the killings, bro. Like, no disrespect. All right, come on. What's up with the ads? Chat, it's not, I get ads too. Don't worry about it. Y'all shouldn't get ads because y'all should be subs. All y'all should be subs.
he also had many cousins on the side of the enemy.
Okay. This thing, he was counting down.
Among others, he was a
Could this thing stop? I'm not doing the ad block.
cousin of Lil Rob from Lamb, just as Lil Durk mentioned in the song, No Auto Durk, where he said, Law keeps wanting to get Zoo out of the way. They say he is a chief out here. THF also has a lot of strong allies. They are clicked up with sets, among other things, that Shaq was laying next to that garbage can, smelling like one, to a member from 600. He basically admitted to the murder on Twitter. Melly actually lived in 600's territory while mocking Shaq, yet 600 could not touch him, even though he became the top priority for 600 after killing Shaq. Melly even wrote several times on Twitter that he lived there. He even wrote to Manny from 600 that he lived in their area, and that he went through their area daily, and went home without worries. Melly, who was BD, and who had heavy BD connections, therefore had protection when he lived in the area. But that did not stop 600 from trying to kill him, but they never managed to catch him lacking during that time.
Nah, chat. This nigga know too much details, man. This ain't conspiracy, bro. This nigga got tweets and everything. Like, I don't even know how. This nigga got a tweet from 2012, bro. I think this is where I saw like some King Von tweets on. Look. All right, like, okay.
Panic. Then C-Day jumped out of the van, and walked calmly to the lying Anthony, and stood over.
Look, yeah, like, listen to this shit. Just listen to this shit.
4 to 5 months after Shaq was killed, both DHF and 600 would score on 051 again. On March 28, 2012, Lil Chief was caught lacking by Bobo from THF in an alley in the 5000 block of South St. Lawrence Avenue in the Bronzeville neighborhood.
What?
Bobo shot him in the chest several times with a .45 caliber gun. Almost exactly 1 month later, it was 600's turn to score on no.
This nigga not saying just shot him. He's telling you the caliber of the gun. He telling you how many bullets was like. This thing is a fucking pro.
5-1 Young Money, which would later become.
Hold on, chat. I think my pool guy's here. It might be Ruri. So I just opened up my pool, by the way. So if Ruri show up, you know what time it is. Hold on.
About 4 to 5 months after Shaq was killed, both DHF and 600 would score on 051 again. On March 28, 2012, Lil Chief was caught lacking by Bobo from THF in an alley in the 5000 block of South St. Lawrence Avenue in the Bronzeville neighborhood. Bobo shot him in the chest several times with a .45 caliber gun. Almost exactly 1 month later, it was 600's turn to score on 051 Young Money, which would later become one of Chicago's more famous hits. Antonio Davis, aka Fathead, of the 8000 block of South Eberhard Avenue, was visiting an aunt's home at 70th and Union, when he and his 22-year-old cousin Erica decided to walk to the store. They did not think anything of the light-colored van that slowed as it passed them on Union, despite the hard-eyed stares from the people in the car. But Erica recognized a man in a dark hooded sweatshirt when they encountered him on 69th Street. The one she recognized was L.A. Capone, who was driving the car. The side door on the van opened. D. Rose fired the shots that caused Anthony to fall to the ground, while Erica ran away in panic. Then C-Day jumped out of the van, and walked calmly to the lying Anthony, and stood over him, and shot him several times in the head. There are rumors that Fathead was killed because he walked around and boasted that he was the one who killed Shaq. However, it is unconfirmed information.
Change. To make the most of it, you need an edge. Gold. Available when you need it, how you need it. Not just a hedge, your strategic edge.
I don't need much. I don't need much. I want a lot. When nothing's working, that's when I work harder. That's when I turn to music.
Keep.
Immediately after the murder, both C-Day and L.A. Capone started mocking Fathead and 051 Young Money. For example, C-Day wrote to Erica on Twitter that he saw something she didn't, and other disrespectful comments about Fathead. Anthony, who was a well-loved member from 051, and who also was Montana's brother, made 051 want revenge, quickly. Because C-Day, D. Rose and L.A. Capone basically all admitted to the murder on social media right after, 051 knew right away who to look for. In addition, Erica had even seen L.A. Capone in the car. C-Day, who shot Davis several times in the head, quickly became the top priority for 051. Especially for his brother Montana, and for Melly, who was very close to him.
Yo, these niggas was tweeting like, look. This is LA, come on. Yo, this shit took the war in Chiraq to a different level, bro. This thing got baby.
After Fathead died, 051 was constantly out looking mainly for C-Day, but also.
Now, chat, this part right here, this is where I'm like, how in the fuckity fuck do you know this shit? Just listen.
So L.A. Capone and D. Rose, or any other 600 member to get revenge. A few months after the murder, after C-Day got out, after a robbery charge was set against him, 051 got their chance. 051 made an attempt to set C-Day up. They made him think he was going to meet someone to buy something. What he was going to buy is unknown. but probably either weapons or drugs. When C-Day went to the place to meet the person, Montana, Arrow and Melly were waiting in a corner to ambush C-Day. As soon as they spotted him, they popped out and started shooting at him, but C-Day started running immediately, and managed to get away without any injuries. "8 days after Bob O killed Lil Chief, 051 got revenge when Lil Mick killed Black from THF 46. However, it would take about 4 months before 051 got revenge on 600. On November 1st, 2012, Kato from 051 killed Trix from 600. However, many from 600 thought that Trix was only a bystander, and that he did not belong to 600. C-Day was even mocking Trix on Twitter. A little less than a year later, 051 would score on 600 again. And this time it was one of the biggest scores in Chicago history. September 26, 2013 was the date when L.A. Capone's career and life would come to an end. After Erica had recognized L.A. Capone from the Fathead hit, L.A. became a big target, but also because he was a big profile for 600, and for Chicago in general. Lil Mick, 051 Rockhead and Mako from Met Boys were waiting outside L.A. Capone's studio. The 17-year-old rapper was later walking out of the studio with a friend, and then walked through an alley near 70th Street and Stony Island Avenue around 6:25 p.m. His friends said that Leonard walked to a corner, looking for their ride, wondering where their ride was at, then heard 4 shots, and Leonard was on the ground. Lil Mick was the one that ran up to L.A. and shot him from behind, striking him in the lower back and right thigh. Lil Mick, Rockhead and Mako were later all arrested and later convicted of the murder. Rockhead later snitched on Lil Mick, saying that he was the only shooter. About 2 months later, Westbrook, Dre Money and Lil Ant from THF 46 killed the female savage, Big A from 051 Young Money. About 6 months after 051 killed L.A. Capone, 600 along with DHF would get their revenge for L.A. Capone by killing 051's most famous rapper of all time, and the one who put 051 on the map, Lil Mark. The assassination that would later lead to Melly's terrorization of Lil Durk and OTF. Lil Mark, or Mark Campbell who was his real name, was standing at a bus stop at 1:27 p.m. in the 300 block of East 51st Street. Lexville gave 46 the drop on Lil Mark. THF 46 who were already in traffic.
Chat, I just want to know how this nigga know all this shit. It's too much. Too fucking much. How does he know this? But chat, I thought this was what I was talking about when I said Trap Geek. I didn't know. This is another dude. His name is, I don't even want to say it. His name is Chicago C. Y'all can check him out. But Jesus Christ. I watched this shit and I heard the niggas who died. I heard they were talking to me like, yeah, nah, he got it right. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, this is some demonic shit, man. Very demonic. Yeah, that nigga is telling timestamps, everything at 1:20. Yo, he said we're standing at the bus stop at 1:27. Boy, how do you know this? I'm good. Anyway, let's get on to that. I gave y'all the option though. I told y'all we could have looked at some other shit. Y'all said y'all wanted to Y'all wanted to see that. Like, this shit is telling you exactly what happened. It's telling you niggas' last words. Yo, it's just ridiculous. It's just very unsettling. I'll tell you that. All right. Let's try to transition out of it. We're going to try to transition out of it. What was I watching the other day? Can I find this thing? Let me see if I can find it.